The world is a vampire sent to drain secret destroyers.
Marik Ishtar's here, and he's really mad. Marik Ishtar's here, and he's really angry. Here it is in full, the Marik Ishtar song. Is there any duelist who can prove me wrong? I'll be honest, I don't frigging remember what I was doing last time I played this. I saved the game like 3 years ago, and now I've come back to it, and it's like... what game is this? Is this Mario? Because if this is Mario, the Mushroom Kingdom has gone to crap, man. I feel like this entire city is comprised of like 2 buildings, and everything else is just back alleys. It's just back alleys all the way down. And I usually enjoy a good back alley, don't get me wrong. I've gone through the rear entrance of many buildings. Laughing Bakura again, yes. But we've all had that problem, you know. We don't play a game for like 5 years, and then we come back to it and we're like, what the hell is this game? I don't remember. Why is everyone wearing hot pants all of a sudden? Admittedly, that only happened one time, and it was called Final Fantasy X-2. But I get the feeling that that happens with other games as well. You put the controller down. Yeah, guy with no face! Ah! But as I was saying, you put the controller down, you leave the game for a few years, and you come back, and suddenly everyone in the game has hot pants on. Happens in Pac-Man, happens in Pong. And I don't know how those little tennis rackets put hot pants on, but they manage it.
What were you thinking?
Well, for your information, I happen to be thinking about the tennis rackets from Pong wearing hot
The
pants.
museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Hey, my invitation didn't say anything about not brutally murdering people at the event.
Shut up.
Hey!
I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Janette's influence like all the others, but how dare you!
Hey, I didn't succumb to anything. I wasn't even breathing heavily.
Jeanette claimed you did it for her, but let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now.
What?
I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud.
Yes, please, call off the vaguely established feud. I would like that.
Excellent! I'll take that. However, there's only one problem.
I'm a
Tongue
bitch.
gets word that I threatened Janette, which he most certainly already has. It's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Janette to forgive me first.
No, first you need to convince me to forgive you for wearing such a low-cut suit shirt blouse thing.
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I went to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
Oh boy, this does not sound like a trap at all. I am glad that it sounds so
I'll
very
wait to see my
safe.
sister. Yes, I'll call it off once I've spoken with her myself. Just do what I ask.
You know what would cheer you up? If I put the game down and then came back 3 years later and you were wearing hot pants! Hot pants make everyone happier. I think it's because they're so tight that the blood flow just cuts off from the rest of your body, and it releases some sort of strange chemical into your brain, and you can't help but be happy. Hot pants, they asphyxiate you with sexy happiness. Walk into the club like, what up, I got a big rod. Alright, check this out, I'm gonna drop some rhymes on y'all. Yo, I'm the M-A-R-I-K to the Ishtar, and I like chillin' with my fly honeys. I'm not describing women when I say that. I like actual honey with flies in it. I was very poor when I grew up, and that's about all we had to eat. What I'm saying is my diet is pretty terrible. So word up to all the fly honeys out there. That time I was talking about actual women. I will pop a cap in your ass. And by that, I mean respect you and treat you right. But don't eat any of the honey that I offer to you. Bad idea. And I can't stop thinking about the Pong tennis rackets with hot pants on. It's surprisingly arousing. I hope that's an alternate costume for them in Smash Brothers. Ah! Surprise goth out of nowhere. Damn it, Goth and Hooker, let me get by. Goth and Hooker, that would make a great sitcom. She's a whore. He's a bore. It's the Goth and Hooker show. Oh, hey, it's those tunnel snakes I've been hearing so much about. Hey, what's up, guys? I hear you rule. They're not listening. Bless you. You're welcome. Ah! Oh, frig! I'm sorry, tunnel snakes. I didn't know you wanted to make a phone call. Have you tried Skype? I hear group video calls are free now. Sorry, I guess we had a bad connection. Phone humor. Watch out, I'm armed and dangerous. Severed limb humor. Man, the number of times I've gone to Denny's and a frigging gunfight breaks out, and then one of them has a severed arm and starts beating them to death with it. Frigging Denny's. Oh, great, I think I spilled my frigging cranberry juice all over the monitor. Bakura, get me a cloth. Hickeys of Doom. Yeah. Surprisingly, that was actually the most healthy meal I've ever had at a diner. I feel like I should leave a tip. Nah. I call shotgun. I mean, I literally call shotgun because I picked one up. That's a very dedicated server over there just sort of hanging out while we have our gunfight. I guess he really needs that minimum wage paycheck.
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her designs, so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this tongue business. She's crazy! Help!
Take care of this tongue business? What, is she gonna French her to death? It sounds like a pretty cool way to die, actually. I kinda wanna try that now. Hey man, you wanna French with me? This is what Frenching sounds like. I probably should have asked for some ketchup with that, but I guess it would be kind of redundant. Diner humor. You know, I actually did do some research before playing this game. I watched a few vampire movies. One of them in particular, Interview with the Vampire. Was it very good? I've seen a lot of documentaries, and this one, it lacked a lot of the interview footage. I think maybe they forgot. I think halfway through the documentary, they decided to change the subject matter, because it started off interviewing a vampire, which seemed legit. I don't like this guy. He's freaking me out. Get away from me. But then it became a story about Tom Cruise and his life. Like it was Tom Cruise's actual life, the whole movie. That was it. I was like, where's the vampire? It was confusing. They should have called the movie Tom Cruise, a life best not seen in a movie.
You.
Me!
I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but...
Oh, hey, I love the new haircut, by the way. It's very appealing to me. It makes absolutely no sense and makes you look insane. I love it.
Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Janette.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Her haircut is trying to take control. It has gained sentience. It's taking control of her mind.
You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shot.
Calling the
Bertram
shot.
was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Oh, great. She's like a really, really sexy golem.
Isn't it obvious?
No.
I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore.
Snooky?
Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less?
She expresses her opinion in a way that's considered annoyingly pompous and dogmatic.
Marik, you're thinking of pontificate.
Don't you fornicate with my words, Bakura.
Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Janette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Ah, yes, the opposite of mad libs. Bad libs. If you finish this sentence, we will kill you. Actually, that does sound pretty mad.
You went limp and became his plaything.
Oh, like a
You
slinky.
didn't hear it? Night after night? Always the obedient daughter until... Shut up. Just shut up!
Wait, an evil, sexy, blonde megalomaniac with a split personality. I suddenly identify with this character more than any other character ever.
Pious as a nun, stable as the Earth's orbit. It's all an act, isn't it? I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one.
She's my sister. She's my daughter. She's my sister. She's my daughter.
Interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taking care of me.
Man, this is like watching a really messed up tennis match.
Blame
Oh,
me for
I'll get the
every
hot
mistake.
pants.
Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
I wonder if the voice actress got paid extra for voicing both personalities. I know I got gypped.
She's a control freak. people, things, emotions. If she
Sandwiches,
can't control
wiffle balls,
something,
issues
she
of
gets
Sports
rid
Illustrated.
You're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
That is such a stereotype of vampires, biting people that feed you. I mean, I guess we do
Therese will
that,
never let you
but come
live.
on.
You disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told.
Including the time when he told me to kill him. Wait.
You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
Yeah, you should only bring men home when he is there. He likes to watch, you know that.
Always good to Father. But Janette made him miserable. Over the years, it all became too much for him. I think she broke his heart. So he killed himself right in our room. Killed himself?
This is such a great plot twist because I didn't even know that this game had a plot, so I'm automatically impressed. Good job, game.
After he found me in your bed and thought I was you. He was always angry at you. You drove him to drink. When he died, he was in torment. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
He had just finished watching Pee-wee's Big Adventure. That's why he was so happy.
The police sure did.
They broke us up for a little while, remember? The first thing you did after your escape was find me.
Enough! Don't say another word about that.
I haven't finished reading the book and I hate
Is this how it has
spoilers.
to end? I admit I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
This scene reminds me of Fight Club, except instead of the existentialism and the satirizing of modern consumerism, it has boobies and vampires. I prefer this. Boing! The bullet made her bounce. Somehow I missed.
I killed her. I didn't want her to go. I only wanted her to change.
Well, good news, putting a bullet inside her definitely makes a change.
You wanted to find Bertram. He's at the old gas station in an empty oil tank.
Sounds like a gas. Ah! Petroleum humor.
But you must keep your tongue tied tight about what happened this night. Understand?
Yes, I shall try to keep my tongue tied tightly about the tongue turf troubles
Don't
tenaciously.
hesitate to come see me once in a while. I'm going to be so lonely without Therese.
I may need someone like you sometime.
Someone like you.
Maybe you could come by and cheer me up sometime.
Don't worry, Janette. I too felt extremely lonely and depressed after I murdered my own father. But you get over it eventually. All it takes is a lifetime of irrepressible hatred and anger combined with a desire for dominance, and then things go right back to normal after you play a card game with your sworn enemy. It's that simple. Also, you can try taking up a hobby, like knitting or something, I don't know. Never mind. I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you. Psycho Mantis. Oh, good grief. I do not like that guy. Well, got a split. Split personality humor.